Alright, so I want to give you guys the lowdown of who won for the Screen Actors Guild Awards and who's likeliest to win for the Oscars this year. So let's jump right into it. Christian Bale won for his role in The Fighter for Best Supporting Actor. It's a little interesting when he came up because the guy he played, Dickie, came up. That's what Mark Wahlberg said earlier, that if Christian Bale would have won, Dickie would have to come up there with him, which he did win, and Dickie did come up. So that was kind of fun. I'm a Christian Bale fan, so I'm also rooting for him, but I'm also rooting for Jeremy Renner, who was last year's Oscar nominee for Best Actor for The Hurt Locker. Melissa Leo, who was also inside The Fighter, who played the mother of who played Christian Bale, the Mark Wahlberg's mother in the movie, is also won tonight. She was also nominated, I believe it was last year or the year before. So she is also nominated, and she won tonight. So both Christian Bale and Melissa Leo are shoe-ins for the win for the Oscars. Well, the Oscar nominations will be down below, so just give me a little thing about who's going to win, and let me know your opinion on it. But I also want to say Natalie Portman won for Best Actress, and Colin Firth won for Best Actor. It came down to the last thing for Best Picture. Best Cast Ensemble went to The King's Speech. For the Golden Globes, it went to The Social Network. So it's kind of up in the air. So I'm going to have to narrow it down between Social Network or The King's Speech. For all we know, they could possibly pull a Brokeback Mountain, or they could pull a Hurt Locker. What I mean is, by pulling a Brokeback Mountain or Hurt Locker, is that Brokeback Mountain was actually favored to win. They gave Best Director to Ang Lee, but surprised us all when they gave it to Crash. Also, Avatar was favored to win last year, but they surprised us again and gave it to the Hurt Locker. What some of you guys are kind of mad about, but in my opinion, I kind of knew he wasn't going to win because he won it for Titanic. So a part of me kind of back in my mind was saying I don't think they're going to give it to him again because they already gave it to him for Titanic. But let me know what you guys think for the Oscars that are coming up on February 27th. The Oscar nominees will be in the description box below, or this way. I think they changed it. But also I'm going to talk about the new casting update for the new Superman movie. And they got a tutor. They got the guy who played Charles Brandon on the Tudors, and that is Henry Cavill. Some of you guys are complaining because of the fact that he is a British guy playing an American comic book. First of all, it really doesn't matter where the actor comes from as long as he can do the job. Do not turn this into be like the Thor issue that's been going on, which I'm not going to repeat here because it's just plain stupid. It shouldn't matter where the guy comes from as long as he can do the job. As long as his acting skills are good. And Henry Cavill's acting skills are awesome. Watch the first 4 seasons of The Tudors. Watch him in Count of Monte Cristo. He has a very small role inside Stardust. You can watch him in Whatever Works or in Blood Creek. Those are the movies that Henry Cavill starred in. But if I say if you want to see Henry Cavill act, I would say watch the first 4 seasons of The Tudors. Because he's really amazing as Charles Brandon in The Tudors. But also, I know some Smallville fans are kind of mad because of the fact that Tom Welling is not playing Superman. And I think Smallville is ending this year, which I kind of happy about because I kind of don't really watch it anymore. I kind of stopped watching it after a while. But yeah. So let me know what you guys think about Henry Cavill, who's playing Superman. Give me up about who you think is going to win the Oscar this year. Again, the Oscar nominations will be in the description box. And also, give me a skinny about who should play Lois Lane. Should it be Natalie Portman? Should it be Selma Blair? Should it be Rachel McAdams? Just tell me, who do you think? Actually, I think I kind of like Rachel McAdams as Lois Lane. I think I kind of like her better than the Superman Returns choice, Kate Bosworth. I'm sorry, but Superman Returns was awful. I don't know, but I personally kind of think they probably should have went with the original choice, which was actually conveniently was Henry Cavill. I'm not quite sure if you guys know this, but Henry Cavill actually auditioned for the role of Superman around the time they were getting ready to start filming Superman. He was actually the front runner for that movie. He was actually the front runner for not only for Superman, but for I think I heard something about Spider-Man, but I'm not quite sure about that. Or I think it was Spider-Man or Batman. Wait, hang on. Did I think about it? Yeah, it was Batman. He was actually considered for Batman. He was actually considered for the role of James Bond, which he actually came pretty close to before choosing Daniel Craig. And he also came pretty close, actually very close to Superman. But what happened is Bryan Singer came on and cast Brendan Roth. So, what do you guys think? Let me guys know your opinions on Henry Cavill being cast. Or just pretty much just tell me what you guys think about Henry Cavill, the Oscars, or who should play Lois Lane. Alright, peace.